Hello and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. Thank you for joining me. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for hanging out with me, for joining me today. So here's what we're gonna do. I haven't done this before. So you know I have my Facebook group. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. This is kind of on the fly. In my Facebook group, I've done challenges. So like the waterfall journal was a challenge for April to pick a paper pad out of your stash and do something with it. Well, I'm trying to reorganize my craft room. So like if you're in my Facebook group, you know yesterday I was like, help, what do you guys do? I did order 2 of the Raskog carts, or however you say that, from Michael's. Hubby's gonna pick those up for me tomorrow because he has to go to town tomorrow, and Michael's is like 40 minutes from here, both directions, so we don't have one that's close. But anyway, that's off subject. He's gonna go pick me up a cart. But as I'm cleaning up, I was putting away some things that my friend gave me, and there is this cutest little address book, okay? So that's inspired me to do something mini. And I thought about doing it with this, but this isn't gonna give me enough room to actually work in here. And I don't have any idea how old this is, but I absolutely love it. It is so stinking cute. So we're gonna probably use some pieces of this. Oh, to get to the point. The challenge in my Facebook group for May is to make something mini May. So nothing bigger than 2 by 3. And I did 2 by 3 because that's what this measures. And also I wanted to take like artist trading cards off the table. So I thought this would be a great way to use the little bits that are on our desk that we don't know what to do with, okay? So I have a pile of little bits here, and I mean little bits, right? That I've thrown in this container, which I have to sort through today. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start on this. Is a piece of music paper. I'm assuming that's gesso on the back. I have no idea what that is. So I want to work on the back a little bit. I really wanted to have a little bit of a mixed media feel. This just happens to be 3 inches tall. And so what I was going to do was maybe go like 2 1/4 for the front. And that would allow for having a spine on this, because what I'm thinking I want to do, what if I'll just cut this at 4 1/2, okay? What that's going to do is if I go 2 inches, 2 inches, it's going to allow us to have a 1/2 inch spine, and we're going to stitch a couple pages in here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to decorate it and make it like a mini journal. So if we have some little something we want to put in here, we can over the course of the month. So this is not going to be done all at one time. I am also in the process of gathering things to start the fairy journal because I'm really excited about that. So I have to go through my trims and everything. I do have a pile going for that. So that's, yeah. Anyway, so let me grab some, I don't know what I want to use on here, but I'm going to cut it and figure out what I want to use on here, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have here my texture paste that's getting old, and this is gessoed on this side. So this is the side I'm going to work with, and look how cute this was. Like, that'll make a cute little tag to go somewhere. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I want to do here, but I do know I want kind of a rough effect. But I think I want some numbers stenciled in there, and I think I'm going to use my archival black. And I don't know if it will show through, but we were just adding layers, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want some, just kind of peeking through here and there. Give us just a little bit to work with, to go with kind of the text in the background, okay? So there's that. Now, this, I was looking, this is a Tim Holtz stencil, and I'm looking at the size of these bricks, and I think it's kind of big. And this one, I think I might have gotten this from ASC Supplies on Etsy. Pretty sure I did. In fact, I'm almost certain that I did. Okay, and I like the size of that. I don't know if you can see the size of that. And what I'm just going to do is just kind of roughly take my texture paste. And again, not being worried if it's perfect or not. I don't have any idea where I'm going with this, if I'm being perfectly honest. And so just get some texture paste kind of put around here, you know, without sticking my stencil in what I just did. I should have worked from left to the right because I'm right-handed, and that would have made sense, but I didn't do that. Anyway, so sorry if I'm talking really fast in that first segment today. I just am, well, you guys know, as usual, just have a lot going on, and just feeling the need to kind of play a little bit today. So just taking a break from the cleanup and cleaning, and I have to get back to it, and I have to do laundry, I have to make potato soup, make a quiche to send to the in-laws, so they've got some food to eat, and yeah. So this is just a little bit of a break for myself this morning, which I think is okay to do that sometimes. Sometimes we just have to do things for ourselves before we can take care of everybody else. I was listening to a couple different things this morning. One was, I don't know if you guys listen to the Posh Paper Lady. She's on YouTube. And I have not subscribed to her, but it just popped up on my thing this morning, and I was like, oh, that looks like an interesting topic. And she was talking about, you know, your scrapbook papers, and do they really go out of style or out of date? And she was talking about resisting the urge to say, oh, I need that, or I need that, when you see some of your favorite YouTubers using products. And it just really made sense to me, because a lot of the big YouTubers, they do use a lot of the same stuff. And I mean, I have some of the same stuff because I have fallen prey to, oh, I think I have to have that, when in reality I don't have to have it, and I'm trying to stop doing that. Wish I could stop doing that with the Tim Holtz stuff, because I love his stuff so much. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Sorry, I probably just shook you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna let this texture paste dry. I might take my heat tool to it to speed it along, and then I'm gonna decide what colors I wanna use here. And I'm kind of feeling like I want this to be a little bit of the grungy and kind of dark, but not like sad dark, just browns and blacks and rust. Ooh, rusty hinge would be really pretty on that. So anyway, get that dry, and then I'll be back. So it's mostly dry, my texture paste, I mean. So I just took my fossilized amber, trying to be very careful, and just squish it on there. And then I'm gonna spritz it with a little bit of water. Let's see what happens. I don't know, I haven't, oh, that's not spraying very nicely. Oh well. We get what we get, don't we? Okay, so just try to get that moving around a little bit. Hello, let's move. If you watched my waterfall cover video, I think it was number 5 of the waterfall series. Anyway, you would have seen that I had paint like all over this mat, and remember I said that it would come clean, and for the most part it did. I mean, I could have gotten more off of it, but this mat is kind of at the end of its road here with me. It's starting to, I mean, I've cut on it, and it's just starting to get kind of icky. So yeah, my technical word, icky. Okay, so this, now I'm gonna dry this off with the heat tool, but when I come back, we're gonna add some Rusty Hinge to it, and then after Rusty Hinge, we're gonna do, I think, Vintage Photo. I'm thinking, I don't think I'll do the ground espresso, but we'll see what the colors look like. So just using my heat tool, I'm gonna get that dried off and see where, and then come back and do the Rusty Hinge. So yeah, I'm repeating. If you're going to attempt this, make sure that your piece is dry, because if I go and I put this on a wet surface, now that could impact my pad, and I don't want to ruin my pad. So just be really careful. You know, if you're running the risk of it not being dry, smoosh it on your surface and then dab, so you know you're not getting your actual ink pad wet. Because you don't want to ruin your pads by playing, you know. And so just be mindful of that. I mean, most of you probably already know that, but in case we have somebody that's new or a beginner, do not know where my other water bottle is. This one's not, this one's spraying like in a long stream like this versus how I want it to be spraying, but, oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. Literally, if you guys saw my table, you would be like, you should not be creating right now. You should be cleaning. Oh, it's really bad. Now I got that more wet than I wanted, and because we're on that gesso base back there, I'm just gonna dab up some of that. So I just kind of want that effect, not necessarily. So now I'm gonna dry this and see where we are. And you know, the colors change as it dries too, so it might look super orange right now, but we'll see, it will become more subdued, or it should. We'll see if I know what I'm talking about. I'm really liking how this is coming out. Getting some good color. And I didn't even think about it. This is the archival ink, that's why. Okay. I'm just kind of reading the back of this because I wasn't even thinking when I got that wet that this was distress ink, but it says archival on the front, so I'm really not sure what that is, to be perfectly honest with you, that's in that. But it didn't react with the water, so that's good, right? So I want to get around these edges really well with this brown. I'm still going to do it over the top too, and just gonna get that brown all around that edge. And you know, I may come back with black and do this with black too. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm starting to need a new vintage photo. All right, so let's see what happens with this one. Ooh, yeah, liking that. Get my edges wet here. Oops. Not quite as dark as I would have liked it to be, but I'm gonna dry it and see, and I may have to actually get some spray out for this, but I really wanted to stick with the ink pads. So I'm losing some of my, I think, I don't know. I mean, I like it. I don't dislike it. It doesn't, actually in the camera, it looks like it has more color than what I'm seeing here, so that's interesting. But what I think I want to do is, I do think I'm going to do just a little bit of the ground espresso, and maybe, no I'm not, what am I gonna do? How about a little bit of black soot? Do I want to do that? I don't know, I'm second guessing myself right now, obviously, right? You guys are probably like, just make a decision. So I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna leave it for right now, because I do know I will go around these edges with some ink. Let's just see what this does and see if we like it, because this is just gonna be my cover, right? I still have to get pages prepped, and no, I'm liking that. That's okay. Maybe. What if we just maybe go just a little over the brick? There. Now I like that. Okay. See, all is not lost. And we still have those different colors showing through. And now we have a cool little cover made. So now what's going to happen is, I think I want to maybe, I need a stamp with a focal image for the front, and I don't know what I want to do. None of these are all like way too big. I thought I might use the guy and put him on here, but number one, he'd be facing the spine, not the outside, and he is too big. He would take up the entire cover. So let me score this and see what I do. I did it to be at 2 inches, right? I wonder if I should let that dry a little bit more before I do this. We're gonna go for it. So let's see, 2 here. Ooh, well, that's not wanting to score. And then, oops, at 2 here. And then, so now we have a little spine. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute, you guys. Oh, I don't know. My friend has a thing for miniature things, and I tell you, I have a new appreciation for miniature things now. I do. She has rubbed off on me. She sent me some stuff. I have to get it put away. But some little miniature things out of her collection are so cute. But look at this little gnome. He's so cute and tiny. And she made me a little miniature envelope with my name and address on it. Like, it's so little. It's so cute. Okay, I know, off subject, but we're doing minis, so. Okay, so I like that. So now we just need something to go on the front of it. I think it's gonna be really fun. I do wanna stitch around this. I do have brown in the sewing machine, but I want to, I think, cover the inside of this with something. I don't know what. Actually, I kinda like it with all the colors in it. And if I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be kind of a grungy little journal, then maybe I don't want to cover it. Maybe I just want to ink some numbers over the music, just kind of faintly. Yeah, let's do that. And then, look, we have these little circles, so let's do maybe some little rusty hinge circles. I need to go to Dollar Tree and get some more little Velcro dots. I'm about out of them. Okay. All right, so let's see here. I kind of like that watery effect on the inside. Wonder if we should, but I don't have the inside treated with gesso here, so let's just get some dots on there. Well, that didn't transfer or work like I wanted it to. That's okay. We just go back at it, right? It doesn't all have to be perfect. And if things don't work the way you think they will the first time, learn from it and do something different, right? It's what we have to do when we're doing these things. I know, I say that all the time. And, you know, I do think it's really important to just play and see what you can come up with. So just get your stuff out and play around. See what happens. All right. Kind of like that. And now I feel like I need some script stamping across that. And I don't have that stamp here. Okay, sorry. I really didn't think I was going to be doing any stamping, so I didn't bring it with me. And this is I think these are a Bo Bunny set. I mean, clearly I use this one a lot. It is quite a mess. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. Just take up some of that white space in there. I do wish some more of the watery effect had transferred over the side like that. I really like that. Okay. And then we're going to just go around the inside. Okay, so that is our cover. And it is still quite pliable because it really needs to dry. I'm going to actually go set it downstairs on the furnace register, so when the furnace kicks on, it should really dry that core. I have no idea what kind of glue is between those layers, so hopefully it won't separate. But like I said, I do want to stitch around it. So yeah, I really like that. And we'll have to come up with something for the cover. Let me see if is that something I want to do right now? No, because I want to think about what I want to use on the cover. So that will be it for this video. So hopefully you'll join me in the May challenge. 2 by 3 is the biggest that it can be. And yeah, just play. I mean, I don't know what size an index card is, but you might be able to even use an index card if you fold it in half and make something with that. So anyway, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Give me your thoughts. Let me know. Get your stuff out. Play. Let yourself go. And just be free with your stuff. And if you mess up, it's only paper, right? Like, we really didn't use that much in the way of texture paste. This was a tag base that I just had in my stuff, some ink, and just a little play. So go ahead and get your stuff out and have a good time. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.